breach happens. So where you're laying in bed tonight scrolling through your social media, you'll find me everywhere at Kim Commando. Remember, it's not Kim Kardashian. It's me, the other, smaller Kim. That's Kim Commando.
200-6895.
From now on, the destiny of the whole world is in your hands.
Mark Levin is back on your radio.
This is Roswell's Talk FM 106.5.
I'm ready. Mark Levin, the Thunder on the right. Call in now, 877-381-3811.
You know, it's amazing. Something was said the other day that the media have all but ignored. And it is a horrendously racist comment about blacks. But because it was said by a Democrat, it's ignored by Media Matters and Mediocreite, the Daily Bestiality, the Huffington Compost, the Washington Compost, the New York Slimes, all of them.
The journey continues. Welcome to Roswell Coyote Football on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM and online at ksbptv.com. Tonight, your Roswell Coyotes begin their journey towards Big Blue in the NMAA 5A state tournament as they take on the 9-seed Trojans of Mayfield High.
Well, there's motion there, and that one's going to be headed off to Eddie Toscano. Coyotes in for 6. Touchdown, Coyotes. It's going to be second down and 10 now. Lennon, the quarterback, going to hand it off. And, of course, that front line of the Roswell Coyotes, as we talked about. And there's going to be the pass from Lennon. We're throwing again. Intercepted! Wow. That's number 7. That is Keegan Nichols. It's going to be handed off. Now it's going to be a quick pass. That's going to be intercepted for a pick 6. In the end zone. Touchdown, Coyotes. Zach Carrasco, and he was just late.
Coyote Football on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM and online at ksbptv.com is presented by Artesia General Hospital, Bob Reed Pest Control, Business Notion, Calici's Frozen Custard, Central Valley Electric, Dion's Pizzas, Salads, and Subs, ENMU Portales, and ENMU Roswell, Moffitt and Brown Dentistry, Maze Lumber, Oasis Computers, Pecos Valley Equipment, Pepsi, Plateau, Richland Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, and Richland Chevrolet Buick, Roswell Seed Company, Southwest Printers, Trustmark Roofing, University of New Mexico, Wakefield Oil, and Wakefield Oil Express. Now, on to the action.
And welcome to the pregame show here for playoff football. And joining us here in studio is head coach of your Roswell Coyotes, Coach Jeff Lynn. Coach, congratulations on the 1 seed. I'm imagining you're pretty excited to finally get a ball game after having a week off here to play.
Yeah, it's been since the seeding and selection, since we played Goddard, we got another bye week and a whole lot of practicing and not much action. So we're ready to get this thing going.
They're ready to hit some other people other than people in red and white here. So
yeah.
Talking about that, I mean, just when with that bye week, I'm sure on the surface people are like, yeah, we get the extra week to rest, recoup. But as far as the routine and how the team does its prep every week, is it a good thing or a bad thing to have that extra week?
I always think it's a good thing. I mean, to have some time off. I mean, we really treat our bye with some time off. I mean, we only practiced on Tuesday and Thursday of last week. We conditioned on Monday and Friday, and then we didn't have school after Halloween, so we just gave them that whole day off.
Gotcha.
So, we like to be fresh going into the playoffs, and so we used that time to kind of heal up and get our legs back under us, and then came in Monday ready to go.
That's where I was going next. Is the heal up's probably the biggest perk there. Is did you have some guys banged up that are going to be in much better shape for Friday night now?
When you go through our district, you're going to get some guys nicked up. We didn't. I mean, if we'd had to play the next week, we'd have had everybody. But it's just nice to kind of take some time off and heal those bruises and get better.
Sure makes it easier when you're doing your workouts. You're not sore already to start them.
Yeah, exactly.
But now we're looking at a familiar opponent, Mayfield. Of course, you saw them early in the season. They're a district opponent. We're at a playoff schedule where it's looking like you're seeing a lot of familiar opponents here. Going into Mayfield here, you know what you know. Is it just working on fundamentals, or are we still adding wrinkles to the thing, or it's like, well, this is a team we know very well. We kind of know each other pretty good. It's just play football and see who comes out on top.
Well, I think anytime you play a team twice and you beat them the first time, I think the advantage kind of goes to them.
Gotcha.
I mean, because from our standpoint, what we did worked.
Mm-hmm.
And
so they're finding a way to fix that.
Yeah, I mean, so like it's hard for us to get away from something that worked.
Mm-hmm.
But that they're going to make adjustments, and so
in theory it shouldn't work again the second time if they did what they're supposed to do.
Yeah,
kind of. Yeah.
So it's a little bit of a cat and mouse game. You're kind of trying to predict the future a little bit.
Sure.
You're going back and look at their films and looking at any wrinkles they threw at other people, and kind of working on those. But there might be a little bit of a filling out process tonight as we kind of work through this new game plan they're going to throw at us.
Does it ever come like when we get that part of the season where you hit district play and you're seeing your Mayfields and your Goddards and your Artesias we know just because the way the football is in this state and how we have. Do you always go into district play thinking there's a good chance we're going to see these guys again in the playoffs? And do you act according like, okay, because you want to win every game and you want to make sure you win, especially district play. Those are win or go home for some, depending on scenarios. But at the same time, do you look, it's like, well, if we're going to see these guys again, maybe we hold back a few plays to save for the playoffs. I mean, is that something or you can't think that way as a coach?
We don't really think that way. I mean, because the way the seeding and selection is you can't really lose with district game. Like you don't want to, because you can't go in above somebody that beats you in district.
Right.
And so, you have to take all those district games important. So we don't really try to hold anything back. If we have something, we take it, and then when we get to the next game, we try to figure it out from there. So play to win every game, and then we'll see what happens in the second game.
Sure. How much of it when you get, because obviously you have a game plan going in and you want to execute and do these things, but how much of that goes out the window once you're in the, because obviously scenario and what's going on in the game adjusts on what you do next. I mean, when it goes to an atypical game, do you get to stick to a game plan through the whole game, or look, once the first series is done, it's game on after that? I mean, how does that usually work from your perspective?
It's like Mike Tyson used to say, right? Everybody has a plan until they get punched
in the face. Yeah, exactly.
No, we have a game plan. What we try to do offensively is we try to have answers, and so like if they're doing this, then we do that. You know what I'm saying? We try to. And so, like, I don't know how much – I mean, we game plan a little bit, like, on, if we see a certain defense, we have certain things that we like to do against that. Or if there's a personnel matchup that we think we can exploit, like if we think their right side's weaker than their left side.
Sure.
We'll try to exploit that. But a lot of offense is okay, they're doing this, we need to do this. And so there's a lot of in-game adjustment and – because you really don't know what people are going to do. I mean, you watch them on film, but nobody really does what we do on offense.
Sure.
And so we're kind of making it up as we go. But we try to have answers.
Well, and I think this is where the Roswell Coyotes always excel, and especially under your, as coach, where, you get a lot of teams, and I'm not saying they're one-trick ponies, and we talk about this in the past, but if their teams – a run first kind of team, there's a certain amount of ways to stop that and certain ways you can't stop it. And so, but if you're a one-trick pony, in essence, defenses can game plan against that. But Roswell's always been that team where it's like, well, we can run you, or we can air it out on you. We can grind this out, or we can speed things up. And I imagine that flexibility is there's probably one of the main reasons why you're the number one ranked team in the state and looking for a blue trophy here. Is that versatility, like, what you think is maybe a greatest strength of the Coyotes, is that ability we can run with you, whatever you bring at us, we can adjust to that.
Yeah, again, we try to have an answer, and I think the other thing that we do a really good job of is you can't really focus on one guy. Like a lot of teams will have one guy, and if you stop that one guy, then
the rest of
we in the passing game, I think we've had 9 or 10 kids catch over 10 balls this year.
Makes it really hard for defenses to focus in on one player or one style of defense here.
Yeah. So we're just, and again, just try to have answers. If Sancties are creeping up, do we hit them over the top? If and then you try to have something in every. We try to have something in every gap. We try to have something in the A gap, the B gap, the C gap, outside, wide outside. We try to have some, an answer in every. Because inevitably the defense will give you something, and when they give that to you, you have to be able to take advantage of it.
Sure, absolutely, and that's but that's the fun part of coaching football and all that. It's the chess game that is Okay, they're gonna go here. I'm gonna counter with this, or I'm gonna, and that's why you play the games. I mean, on paper, sure, roster stacked here, but that Friday night when the whistle blows, there's so many variables that can come into play that change that. Weather could come into play, officiating could come into play, field conditions could come into play, something could come into play, and that's the beauty of it here. Is that's why we play these games. And on paper, yeah, Roswell's probably they're the 1 seed versus a 9 seed. They should handle business here, and from your perspective, like that's what we're going to do. But Mayfield's not looking at it that way, and Mayfield's coming in like, no, we're going to come in with an upset here. So do you expect them to be that a little bit of that kind of backed into a corner mindset for this game Friday night, that they're going to come and maybe do some desperation, or not desperation, but plays that are off what their normal MO kind of is?
Yeah, I think, I think there's a balance there. I think you can, with high school kids, I think you have to have a system.
Mm-hmm.
And, I don't think you can get too crazy, because you can't get good enough at something in a week to be able to win a playoff game. But, there are wrinkles, and so there will be wrinkles. I think on defense, they played us in an odd front. I have seen them this year against Centennial and Cruces play an even front.
Mm-hmm.
So we've worked on that a little bit this week. On offense, they could, people are notorious for adding, having trick plays this time of year, that type of thing. But at this point of the year, you're kind of who you are.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? So, and if you veer too far off that, I think you're setting yourself
running
up
into more problems.
Yeah, running into more problems. Yeah. So I think Mayfield is who they are. Will there be wrinkles? Yeah. Gary Bradley and his staff are good coaches. They'll come with something that we're not expecting. So we just have to be able to adjust and play good football.
Yeah, and that's why we play the games and everything else. So looking at the game here tonight, what things do you expect to see from Mayfield that we got to be careful?
Well, they did have success in the first game. They had some success running the football on us, so we need to do a good job with that.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't have a whole lot of success throwing the ball, so there will be some adjustments in the passing game. As far as defensively, again, they played us in an odd front. I think they might play us in an even front. Maybe go from an odd oaky front to like a split front. So we got to be aware of that. And then in the special teams part of the game, I think you need to, is there an onside kick or a fake punt or something they can do to try to create momentum? I think that's something we need to be aware of. So we need to be solid in all three phases tonight and be ready to adjust.
Sure. Speaking of that, we always talk about football, and they say there's three phases. You got to win two of the three: offense, defense, and special teams. Two of the three, you get both. 9 times out of 10, you win the game here. That's been a plus for the Coyotes this season, is that special teams. How much does that come into play in victories this season? Has that been maybe the X factor in a couple of these games?
Well, a lot of our games have been blowouts, so I don't know if you can really point to the special teams being. But in these big games, I think special teams has a role. We haven't been I think we've been really good in our coverage units, our kickoff and our punt team. I think those teams have been outstanding. I don't think we've been quite as good in the return game, and we need to get that part of it going, because there's hidden yardage there. We need to make sure that we're catching punts and we're getting on people on kickoff return and really taking advantage of the opportunities we have there. So, special teams are huge momentum plays. And so this time of year, momentum can be big. And so we need to make sure that we're taking care of it on that side.
A well-timed punt return or a kickoff return for a touchdown or a big stop.
Or a blocked punt.
Yeah. Those are those momentum shifts that we always talk about.
And we spent a lot of time actually during the bye week working those things. Trying to get. We did have some injuries, some guys that aren't starters for us that were really key contributors on special teams, especially on kickoff and punt. So we had to replace those guys. So we spent some time working on that.
And I'm guessing when you get in this phase of the season, all the teams do have a relatively, because you're not in the playoffs unless you got a good team. That's just the way it is. So special teams, all aspects are going to be a little bit better. And I would even argue, even though, like I said, we see Mayfield already, we know what we got here, but the atmosphere is different. The mindset's different. When it's a playoff thing, it's no different than watching like professional sports. You watch an NFL football game in the playoffs, it's way more exciting than watching week 2.
Yeah.
Or NHL playoffs. It's way more exciting to watch the Stanley Cup final than it is game 32. Yeah. and so it adds that. So let me ask this real quick before we wrap up our interview. How's the team handling it? Is that pressure? Are they embracing it? Are they excited for it? You do have experience in this area as far as the team goes, so I imagine it's not a big problem for you guys.
Yeah, no, I think they've handled really well. And like people ask me all the time, you're undefeated. Is there pressure with that? I don't think there's pressure with that. I don't think our kids feel pressure.
Sure.
I mean, they're kids. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
right.
they go home and play video games.
That's
you know,
right.
I mean, it's not
you're
like,
at home worrying about it. But
yeah, no, I'm laying in bed, worried about it. But I don't think they're feeling any pressure. And that playoff mentality. We talk to our kids all the time. You got to burn the boats, man. I mean, at this point of year, we got to burn the boats. We got to eliminate excuses because there's no, you talked about all those variables, weathers, officiating, like all those things that, like, there's no excuse. I mean, you lose, you go home. And
sure.
So, that's got to be our mentality. We got to burn the boats, baby.
It puts that, there isn't a tomorrow if you don't take care of business today.
Yeah.
And, which means I guarantee you're going to be an exciting matchup here tonight at the Wool Bowl. It's still got a few minutes. You still got time to make your way in here and root on the Coyotes for a win. But, Coach, good luck tonight here. And I'm feeling hopeful and confident I'm going to see you next week for another interview.
All right, Mike. I sure hope so, man.
Thank you, Coach. Appreciate
All right.
it.
Talk to you later.
Thank you, Coach. Appreciate it.
From morning runs to playing with grandkids, taking part in activities brings great joy to our lives, but it can also come with injuries. And for those in physically demanding jobs, the daily grind can wear on muscles, bones, and joints and lead to acute and long-term disorders. If you're suffering from an orthopedic injury, let our Artesia General Hospital specialists help. The sooner you address the root cause, the sooner you'll be back to living life in motion. Learn more at artesiageneral.com/orthopedics.
Oasis Computers has been Roswell's trusted source for home and small business computers for over 30 years, and they continue to be your best resource for computer repairs, operating system upgrades, web root managed, antivirus, special orders, and more. Oasis Computers is now open from 8 to 1, Monday through Friday to better serve you. Service calls by appointments and after-hour appointments are available too. Stop by Oasis Computers at 1703 North Garden or call or text 575-625-9141 for even faster service.
My name is Josh Estrada. My number is 13. I'm a senior at Roswell High. My position is slot receiver. My parents are Alicia Aguirre and Alonso Estrada. I'm involved in basketball. My favorite teacher is Nathan Fuller. My favorite football team is the Chicago Bears. And then I love being a Coyote because of the pride. Being able to wear that red and white every Friday night is something different.
My name is Connor Nichols. I'm number 14. I'm a senior. I play free safety. My parents are Sally James Nichols. I'm involved in powerlifting, FFA, student council, wrestling, track. My favorite teacher is Ms. Porte. It was my old history teacher. My favorite football team is the Patriots. I love being a Coyote because just the way the energy makes you feel, all the teammates and everything are about the red. My favorite car, go Coyotes.
My name is Nathaniel Quintero. My number is 17. I am a senior. My position is cornerback. My parents are Ronnie Quintero and Ronnie Reese. Football is the only football sport I play. My favorite teacher is, I gotta say, Coach Payne. My favorite football team is the Cowboys for sure. I love being a Coyote because it's a fun environment. It's a good community. I love everyone in it. Got great coaching. Feels like an amazing brotherhood.
My name is Manuel Segala. I'm number 20. I'm a senior at Roswell High School. My position is wide receiver. My parents are Sam Segala and Nicolette Salazar. I'm involved with other sports as in golf, baseball, and basketball. My favorite teacher is my auntie, Miss Romero. My favorite football team is 49ers. And I love being a Coyote just because we're all part of a brotherhood.
My name is Fabian Vigil. My number is 21 and I'm a senior and my position is a running back. My parents are Paul Vigil and April Vigil. And I'm involved in track and my favorite football team is the Dallas Cowboys. And I love being a Coyote because we're a brotherhood, a family. Go Coyotes.
My name is Bryce Sanchez. I'm number 22. I'm a senior. I play running back. My parents are Cindy and Kyle Gilbert. I'm also involved in powerlifting. My favorite teacher is Miss Nahar. My favorite football team is the Tennessee Titans. And I love being a Coyote because the reputation that comes with it and the community.
source for all your appliance needs in the area, we're Roswell Appliance Outlet. We sell new minor scratch and dent appliances, and we'll help you save 40 to 60% off of MSRP. All come with warranty and personalized service. We also offer parts and service for your existing household appliances. We offer financing and delivery options as well. Don't make that big box store mistake. Come see us at Roswell Appliance Outlet today at 600 South Main in Roswell, or call 575-363-9236.
Roswell Appliance Outlet, a proud supporter of Roswell sports.
The need to grow past our basic capabilities and experience the impossible will forever keep aviation technology evolving. Within the Aviation Maintenance Technology program at ENMU Roswell, students thrive knowing that the faculty and community are supporting their success. ENMU Roswell is dedicated to empowering students through hands-on skills training in a nurturing environment. To learn more, contact us today.
Welcome to Roswell Coyote football on KSBPTV.com and 106.5 Roswell Stock FM. We're here at the Will Bowl in Roswell, New Mexico at the 5A State Football Championships quarterfinal round. The Roswell Coyotes taking on the Las Cruces Mayfield Trojans once again. Art Sandoval, Kelly McDonald. Once again, Coach, this is going to be an exciting game, you think, here?
Oh, absolutely. They're all exciting when the Roswell Coyotes are involved. Get to see that defense go to work, see that offense, explosive plays out there, and we got hitting weather. I mean, it's just perfect.
Yeah, 41 degrees right now and dropping. Had a little snow here in Roswell this morning, and it was coming down for just a little bit, but beautiful, beautiful evening. Very, very light breeze. We're about 2 minutes before teams will meet and get ready to rock and roll. So let's do this real quick, Coach McDonald. We're going to go over the starting lineups real quick for both squads. I'm not real sure yet who has. Okay, the teams are going to meet here, Coach, so you can see who's going to win the toss.
I'll take care of that.
Okay, so we're going to start off with the Mayfield Trojans defense. We're going to start out with number 94, senior Daniel Molina, the 6-foot, 200-pound senior. Will be playing on the line, followed by the nose guard, number 75, junior, Brian Mendoza, the 5'9", 260-pound junior. Number 48 is Andy Garay, the 6'1", 210-pound junior. And then the linebackers tonight will be number 22, Peyton Darden, the 6', 180-pound junior. And number 21 is Ilias Agama, the 6'1", 190-pound middle blocker, and number 41, senior Bobby Herrera, 5'10", 163 pounds, and then Brian Coyle, the 192-pound senior, and then the corners for Las Cruces Mayfield is number 13, Spencer Hart, 6'1", 160-pound senior, and number 33 is Zayden Salcido, the 6', 180-pound junior, and then the strong safety is number 4, Jaden Pondo, 960-pound senior, and then sophomore Xavier Ochoa, the 5'10", 170-pound sophomore, and that is the defense for the Mayfield Trojans. And then offensively, in no specific order, number 11 is the quarterback, is going to be Lennon. Let me find out real quick here. Let me get my rosters here. Number 11 is going to be Luke Lennon, and number 12, Anthony Navarez, will be at running back, and we'll hear his name quite a bit tonight. And then number 3, it will be wide receiver is Brian Coyle. And number 4, Jaden Villapondo, classified as a senior. And then number 14 is Weston Wood, playing wide receiver. And then number 78, playing left tackle, is going to be the 6'2", 240-pound. Number 78, excuse me here, I got to get my, it's going to be Raul Tesadas. And then number 79 is left guard. That's going to be Xavier Chavez Pacheco. And then number 66 will be Frank Sanchez, the senior. And then number 72, once again, that's going to be Gary Madrid, 6 foot and classified as a senior. And then number 54, playing right tackle, is going to be David Villalobos, the junior. That's the starting offense and defense for the Mayfield Trojans. And now for the Roswell Coyotes. We'll start out with, okay, it looks like they're going to, Roswell Coyotes are going to be kicking, so we'll start out with the defense first. Number 24 is Wes Gallegos, the 5'6" junior, 160-pound junior. And then number 33, Eli Lynn, playing defensive end, 5'11", 210-pound senior. Right next to him is his brother, number 71, Noah Lynn, defensive tackle, 6'2", 245-pound junior. And then Mason Greathouse, number 66, defensive tackle, 6'2", 200 pounds. And then number 40 is Aiden Rutley, 6'5", 225-pound junior, defensive end. And Jeremiah Morial, the 5'8", senior, 160 pounds. And the linebackers tonight is Vernon Molinar, number 32, playing the Sam linebacker. Damon Casada, Mike linebacker. And Keegan Nichols, the Will linebacker, wearing number 7. And then, of course, the safeties tonight will be number 14, Connor Nichols, and Zy Carrasco. And we'll go over the starting offensive lineup here in just a moment. So it looks like the Roswell Coyotes won the toss. They're going to defer to the second half. And, Coach, this is going to be exciting. This is the quarterfinal round. The Mayfield Trojans currently 5-6, 0-3 in district play, ranked 30th overall in the state of New Mexico. All right, and it looks like the officials getting ready to blow the whistle here.
Yeah, they're preparing for that bunch up onside kick, but I doubt they'll do it. I think they'll show it and then get out wide, and there they go.
All right. Roswell Coyotes coming in a perfect 10-0, 3-0 in district, ranked number 1 in all classifications. All right, and here's kickoff, and it's time for Roswell Coyote football. It is going to be returnable. And now that's going to be number 39 for the Mayfield Trojans. That's going to be Julian Cornejo running it out, and it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Mayfield Trojans.
Dominic Pacheco, senior wide receiver, in on special teams, making the special teams tackle, and we'll get this defense out there on the field first. And I'll tell you what, I'm actually more excited to see the defense than I am the offense these days.
Well, why not? They're the number 1 ranked defense in the state of New Mexico. For the people that are now tuning in to 106.5 Roswell Talk FM and KSVPTV.com, we're here in the quarterfinals with the Roswell Coyotes taking on the Las Cruces Mayfield Trojans. The Coyotes did play Mayfield on October 20th, defeating the Trojans 48-15 in a district contest. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 23, 11:53 remaining in the first quarter. It's going to be the quarterback, Luke Lennon. Let's see, what do we have here, Coach?
I'm not sure.
There's a flag already.
Yeah, I think it's delay again.
And it looks like you're right.
So they already had a tall task ahead of them, coming out here, putting your offense on the field against this defense first. Start off with just okay field position, and now you started your first series out 1st and 15. That's not a formula for success.
That's exactly right. Luke Lennon will hand the ball off, and just like that, the Roswell Coyote defense doing his job.
Mason Greathouse and others in with the tackle on that one. Greathouse started the year as a defensive end. He got moved to defensive tackle. Make room for Rutley over there, basically just putting your best 4 down linemen on the field.
Excuse me, 2nd down and 15 from the 18. It is Navarro, shotgun to the left. He's going to attempt it to pass, and is going to run into nothing but Coyotes once again.
Yeah, kind of a gang tackle. I'll give Eli Lynn credit. He was on the pursuit, got him from behind. It's going to bring up 3rd and about 12. At least they got positive yardage on that play. I'm not sure they did on the first one.
Yeah, that's exactly right. 90 players suited out here for the Roswell Coyotes tonight. Maybe next week will might be a little bit more, I'm hearing.
Could be. I mean, I didn't know we had this many uniforms.
Well, here it is. It's going to be 3rd down and 12. It is going to be Luke Lennon, the quarterback, and that's going to be an incomplete pass. Bring up a 4th down situation for Mayfield.
Yeah, and I couldn't tell who. I think it was Keenan Nichols who broke that up, arriving at the same time as the ball kind of pushed the blocker into him, and just a good defensive play. As usual, they start off with a 3 and out here on defense.
Well, you and I talk a lot of scenario all the time, Coach. We're in the quarterfinal action now in the state tournament. So right now, do you bring the house?
Yeah, I mean, you can go either way here because you're going to get good field position. I like bringing the house when it's deep in their own territory.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to bring the house here. Let's see what happens. The punt is going to be off. It is going to be returnable. And that's going to be number 28.
It's Castillo at midfield. He's got a
Castillo on the 25, 20, 15. And finally brought down about the 19-yard line. And that's the way to start off the ball game for the Roswell Coyotes.
Yeah, 35 yards on the punt return there for Matt Castillo. And tell you what, Matt Castillo has got a big fan in Coach Lynn. He says there's probably not a tougher kid on this team than that little guy right there. You know, he's only listed at 5'4", 140, but he shows what he can do right there.
1st and 10 from the 14. Coyotes in Trojan territory after the nice return from Matt Castillo. It is going to be pistol formation for the Roswell Coyotes. Manny Fuentes will be leading the Coyotes once again. He's going to hand it off to Bryce Sanchez. Sanchez will get positive yardage, and
I think we can give him 3 on that.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to say. It's going to be 2nd down and about 7. And the front line for the Roswell Coyotes, West Gallegos, front line is Javier Garcia and Jesus Gutierrez. Rico Lujan under center. Dylan King and Adrian Barraza. Speed option to the right. It looks like Manny Fuentes will call his own number. Fuentes in for the touchdown. Kyle strike first, 6-0. And just like that, 3 plays and in for the touchdown. 2 plays.
Yeah, that's impressive right there. I mean, that's about as good as it gets. You run it to Bryce once, and then you run the option, and Manny makes the right decision.
They're going to call a penalty on that, aren't they? Holding, okay. So the touchdown
will not count.
Will not count.
So that will be a 10-yard penalty. I'm going to keep track of penalties because if you remember when we played them the first time.
Right.
Oh, boy, did we have trouble with penalties. There's a lot of defensive penalties. But it will bring up 2nd down and about 13 from the 17. They can get a 1st down if they can get to the 4-yard line.
Okay, so it's going to bring up a 2nd and 13 from the 17. Manny Fuentes will toss it over to Bryce Sanchez. Sanchez about 15, the 10-yard line, and just short of the end zone. So it's going to bring up a 2nd down and goal for the Roswell Coyotes.
And Bryce Sanchez averaging about just under 7 yards a carry this year. 1,154 yards and 12 touchdowns on 166 carries. You know, you've been saying it the last couple of weeks, that's a Player of the Year candidate right there.
1st down and 2. Fuentes under center. More than likely, we'll see motion. Looks like Fuentes will step back, get some direction from Coach Lynn. We'll see if he takes it himself. No, he's going to toss it again. And the Coyotes are in for a touchdown.
Giovanni Apodaca.
And Giovanni Apodaca in for 6. 2 yards out. Giovanni Apodaca will get the Coyotes on the board. Let's see if the PAT will be up and good here. Let's see as Kennard will kick it. Coyotes do lead now 7-0 here in the 1st quarter with 9:12 remaining. We'll be right back. You are listening and watching KSVPTV.com and 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
If you're missing a tooth or several teeth, a dental implant may be the ultimate solution. Implants look and feel so much like real teeth that you probably forget you have an implant. Maupin & Brown Dentistry is one of New Mexico's most experienced implant providers with literally thousands of implant patients who are absolutely delighted with the results. Call Maupin & Brown today for an evaluation. You'll be surprised how affordable implants can be. Maupin & Brown, your choice for experienced, state-of-the-art dentistry.
Welcome back to Coyote football. We're here at the Wool Bowl in Roswell, New Mexico. 2-yard rush. Touchdown for Giovanni Apodaca. PAT was up and good. Coach, how many plays did you count on that one?
Well, I mean, the one play that didn't count, so I've got, I'll look and see. 1, 2, 3. Still at 3. 4, sorry.
Okay. All right, there's going to be the kickoff, and that's going to go out of bounds, and the yellow hanky comes out.
Yeah, that's a mistake. don't want to give them the ball automatic good field position, but that's a risk you take when you pop it up the sideline like that. They're looking to just kind of make something happen on special teams there, but that's the risk you run. And with this defense, though, I don't think they're too worried about it.
Okay, so let's see what head coach Gary Bradley, the son of former head coach, the late Jim Bradley, have 2 state championships here at Roswell High School. It's going to be Luke Lennon. Quick pass to number 14. That's going to be Weston Hood.
And Jerm Morial was there. It's going to be a tackle for loss for Jerm Morial on the pass play. And Mayfield going backwards here.
Yeah, that's not what Coach Bradley wanted his team to do here in the quarterfinals as they trail 7-0 here against this tough defense of the Roswell Coyotes. There's Lennon. That's going to be a quick pass, and it's going to be completed for about 3 yards.
Zach Roscoe, first one there, manages to get him down. It's going to bring up 3rd and long. I can say about 8.
You know, I'm real surprised that the Mayfield Trojans are coming out passing as they are.
Well, I mean, you got to do something different than you did last time. I mean, obviously that didn't go too well, but I'm all for mixing it up, but you can't get away from who you are too much.
Right.
You know? You're still a running team. They're still going to run the ball today.
Well, they're going to
run out of time.
That's right, and that's, you got 3 seconds on the time clock here. It's going to be off. Finally, it's going to be a fake handoff. Lennon will complete it to Zayden Salcido.
It's going to be short of the first down. It's good, played well over there by West Gallegos, and I think they'll go here on the short yardage, middle of the field. At least try to draw him off. Remember, he's got that good bark, that good cadence that drew the Coyotes off like 5 times the last time they played.
Okay, Lennon will have Salcido in motion as they stop. It's going to be shotgun right, 4th and 4 from the 41. And there's going to be a quick punch.
Kick. That's smart. And look at it roll.
Well,
all the way down. My goodness.
A little psychedelic action right there by Zach Carrasco. I thought he was going to pick it up and go.
Smart not to.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But an excellent play and a good job by Coach Bradley there.
Yep.
Do the quick kick with your quarterback. Hopefully you get a roll. They did get the roll. No one's back there to receive it. So you eliminate the big play like Castillo had to start off the Coyotes last time. So that I like that move by Coach Bradley.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 8-yard line. Let's see what Manny Fuentes and the Coyotes could do as they're in trio formation at the top of your screen. Pistol. And there's going to be the toss over to Sanchez. And Sanchez will be close to the first down. I believe he's going to be short of one, but let's see what the officials say at the very bottom. Once again, in my opinion, I think Bryce Sanchez, well, there's probably a few of these Coyotes that are up for Player of the Year, maybe Gatorade Player of the Year.
Yeah, we were talking pregame about that. I mean, obviously you got Fuentes and Sanchez have to be considered, but I know it's defensive players don't really win the award. I don't even think Urlacher won it his year, but I'll tell you what, Keegan Nichols might get my vote.
There's Manny Fuentes in trouble. He escapes it. No, he's going to be sacked for a loss.
And they're going to give him progress to the 7-yard line, I think, but that's going to be about an 11-yard loss. Well, no, they're going to give him the ball all the way up at the 11. So
yeah, what a great job by number 33, Zayden Salcido, as he was the last Trojan to get off Fuentes there. So good job by Zayden Salcido to put the pressure on Manny Fuentes.
Yeah, they're going to call it a 6-yard sack, so that's going to back them up, make this a little tougher. This will be passing downs here.
Yeah, 2nd and 18 from the 11. Fuentes going to take his shot, and he does have number 10 open. That is going to be Jacob Palomino, and Palomino will be brought down about the 43, 44-yard line. Now the Coyotes are in Trojan territory.
46-yard strike to Palomino. And that was a well-thrown ball.
No ifs, ands, but about that. Here, let's go. Fuentes is going to be 1st and 10 from the 43. 7-0 is the score. Coyotes do lead here in the quarterfinals. Winner will advance. 5:12 left. And here comes Fuentes. Redirecting the offense here. Speed option. He's going to take it himself. And finally brought down about the 41-yard line.
Yeah, Bryce wanted that pitch, and I think he's right.
Yeah, I totally agree with you.
Yeah, I think Bryce could have made some serious hay over there. Instead, you just get the 2-yard gain from Fuentes. And, yeah, I mean, and you understand why he did. He saw a hole, you know. Yeah. Saw a hole, thought he could get a little more than that, I'm sure. But I think Bryce could have got first down or maybe even more than that.
Okay, 2nd down and 8 as Fuentes just gets a couple. There's that toss once again to Sanchez. Sanchez once again doing his job. Looking good.
Yeah, I mean,
as usual.
This is what we've seen from this offense the last, well, all season, to be honest with you.
Absolutely.
I mean, just kind of having their way.
So going to get in. Tight formation motion as usual. And looks like the Mayfield Trojans.
They didn't blow it, though. Said he.
I thought he was going to jump, but.
He did jump, just not far enough over the line. There's a first down for Bryce.
Yeah, that kid is exciting to see. Well, I'll tell you what. At the end of the season, we really want to have an interview with that young man and find out the future plans for Bryce Sanchez.
Yeah, I haven't talked to him about that specifically, but you know, we've been saying it for a long time now. You know, this guy can play on Saturdays. He's got the skill set. He's got the body. He's got the attitude. I mean, he's got the whole package.
Yeah, 1st and 10 from the 29. It's going to be left hash. Fuentes rolling out to the right side. He's going to take a shot. That's going to be underthrown. And I tell you what, that was a mistake there by Manny Fuentes, and it looks like Fuentes is limping.
Yeah, he's banged up a little bit on that ill-advised pass. Going to bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, and you know, something that Fuentes needs to understand, and this is just you and I talking, you know, when you're rolling out to the right side and you're in trouble, you have nobody open, go ahead and just get rid of that, throw it out of bounds, and make it an incomplete pass.
Yeah.
Now it's going to be 2nd down and 10 from the 29, left hash now for the listeners on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. Bryce Sanchez with the toss sweep. He's on his feet, past the 20-yard line, and finally brought down about the 12. So another great run by the standout Bryce Sanchez.
It's just kind of like a security blanket. I mean, you can call all these plays you want, these rollouts, these passes, trick plays if you like, but you can always go back to Bryce. He's going to get you about 7 yards every time he touches the ball.
And I love the fact where they're going to the short side of the field. You have the guard tackle pulling. It's 1st and 10 right now from the 17. Let's see what Fuentes will do here in this trio formation. And he's going to take a shot into the end zone on the fade. And it looks like it's caught to L.J. Macias, but they're going to say it's incomplete.
Out of bounds. And I think he was out of bounds.
You had the angle, Coach. I didn't see it.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll take your word for it, brother.
I mean, you know, just like you said, just my opinion. I didn't think he got the feet down.
Okay.
Once he got the catch, so.
Well, I'm okay with repeating that same play.
No, we talked about it. You know, they've got such a multitude of options on offense that.
Opposite side here. He's going to ride and read. Quick pass. Slant. And it looks like L.J. Macias in for the touchdown. And the Coyotes now lead 13-0 here in quarter one.
Yeah, just a great route. Slant into L.J. Macias. The ball's right on the money. And then L.J. had to go to work. You know, he had to drag the guy with him and force himself over the goal line before the knees went down.
Yeah, that was a quick pass. We used to call it the two pattern, and looks like the extra point is up and good. Coyotes do lead 14-0. We'll be right back. You are listening and watching KSVPTV.com and 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
The Fergalicious boys can keep you hot this winter. Fergalicious. Oh yeah, it's getting cold out there, and Fergus Plumbing and Heating has what you need to keep things hot in your home. They can come by and winterize your pipes and check your insulation, and you know they'll do it with nothing but love. Oh yeah, baby. Call the Fergalicious boys at Fergus Plumbing and Heating at 622-2660. When you need it hot, Fergus is on the job. Fergalicious.
Welcome back to Kyle Football on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM and KSVPTV.com. Coyotes do lead. Oh, they're saying it was no good with the PAT.
Oh.
I thought it was good, so it's 13-0.
I didn't watch.
Well, I guess I just assumed. 17-yard touchdown pass from Manny Fuentes to LJ Macias, and the PAT did fail. And just a quick shout out as where the text messages are coming in. Big shout out to all the deer hunters this weekend. We'll be seeing you guys early in the morning and potentially on Sunday as well. So safe travels out there and be safe during the deer hunt. Oh, look at this right here. Looks like the Coyotes might.
They're not celebrating.
They're not celebrating. Yeah, they are.
Oh, they are.
Look at that.
Looked like Nathan Herrera came up with the football. Well, maybe not. Maybe it was.
They're going to say, did it go 10 yards?
Well, yeah, because it's at the 50. They may be discussing if Roswell waited until it went 10 yards before it was touched, but.
It is going to be Coyote ball. Okay, so the real question is this, Coach. You and I before the game, without even talking about this, my prediction in this game is going to be a 42-7 victory in favor of the Coyotes. And
I said 35-7.
35, okay.
We shall see.
We shall see. Okay, 1st and 10. The Coyotes back on the field offensively from the 49-yard line. It's going to be just that's going to be, is that Shane McMath? It is. Well, and this number here is.
Yeah, that's Malachi.
It is Malachi. There's two of them, so that's the error on that one. That's Malachi Mitchell.
Yeah, ran a long way. Got 2 yards out of it.
Well, and this is, I'm going to be a bit surprised here if Coach Lynn will take a shot here. Let's see. Oh, he's going to give it back to Sanchez. Sanchez still on his feet and finally brought down about the 35-yard line.
Yeah, 11 yards for Bryce there. And, you know, honestly, they could just keep handing it to him. And you know, they're going to go in and score. I mean, it's not very exciting.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
It is for, you know, Kyle and Cindy, but.
Yeah, well, let's see, Bryce. Speaking of Kyle and Cindy, there's Bryce Sanchez once again with positive yardage. 0-0 nearing the end of the first quarter. Valley at PV.
You got a score?
0-0.
Oh, 0-0.
Yep. 0-0.
Yeah, that could be a good one. You know, Valley could surprise some people. It'd be tough to win in PV.
Right.
I'm sure they're having weather about like we're having here.
Yeah, it's nice. It's about 38 degrees here in Roswell. Fuentes in my favorite formation. He's going to take a shot to the end zone. No, that's going to be in and off the hands.
Yeah, and that is that Estrada?
It is Estrada.
Or, no,
it is. It's number 13. That's Josh Estrada.
Yeah, so I guess you don't want to throw the ball there, you know, between the 1 and the 3.
Well, Fuentes threw that ball real hard, I promise you that, but that was on the run.
Wow. He let it get into his body, and it ricocheted like a gunshot in an old Western.
I guess you were an old Bonanza guy, weren't you?
Absolutely.
All right, there's the toss. Sanchez will have the first down, still on his feet, and will go out of bounds.
See where they spot him.
Well, I do have PV beating Valley in my predictions here, and I do have them. It's going to be a low-scoring game, in my opinion. That game is being played in Farmington. There's going to be a holding call on the Coyotes.
Yeah, another hold. So that negates about a 16-yard run by Sanchez. And get behind the chains here. And it's third down. Yeah, that's right. So I'm going to go not completely to the spread. Now this is just saying I'm going to go 2 downs from here.
Well, that's exactly right. You're just kind of utilizing Sanchez once again and
make it a little easier to get it on 4th.
Well, Bryce got a little upset there. It looks like there was a Mayfield Trojan that was kind of hanging on to his ankle, and Bryce just said, "Hey, buddy, just leave me alone."
Well, you don't want to make him angry.
Well, and that's for sure.
He's coming out here, though. Obvious passing situation.
Well, that's one of the things that in playoff, in this playoff game right now, don't go for the ankles on that, huh?
Yeah.
There's just no need for that. Okay, there's going to be a quick pass. Slip screen to Jacob Palomino, and it will be short.
Get a 5-yard completion out of it, but it will be a turnover on downs. So Mayfield able to stop the Coyotes there after a drop and a penalty in that last series. Palomino can't get away on the slip screen. So Mayfield back their offense on the field.
Yeah, 1st and 10 from the 32. It's Lennon going to hand it off, and I do see number 71 is what I saw.
Luke Lynn.
Yeah, once again.
Sorry, Noah Lynn.
Just hit a brick wall right there, Coach.
Yeah, tackle for loss there for Noah, who beat his man quickly and then found himself in the backfield, and that's the quarter already.
So at the end of 1, the Roswell Coyotes 13, the Mayfield Trojans 0. We'll be right back. Thanks for listening and watching KSVPTV.com and 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Of Southeast New Mexico. Call today, 625-2840.
All right, welcome back to Roswell Coyote football. You are listening to Art Sandoval, Kelly McDonald. At the Wool Bowl, cool night, 38 degrees. Coyotes do lead in the quarterfinals, 13-0. Coach McDonald, what are your thoughts here in quarter number 1?
Well, not too bad. I mean, they're showing their dominance on both sides of the football. I mean, Mayfield can't move on the defense. Offense stalled there on that last drive, but the other 2 drives, they marched right down there and scored. So, they're playing like they've been playing all year.
Right, exactly. All right, it's going to be 2nd down and 11 as we begin quarter number 2. Luke Lennon, the junior quarterback for the Las Cruces Mayfield Trojans, will be leading Mayfield here. Going to be middle part of the field for the listeners. Oh, they're going to have a
procedure penalty?
Yes, sir, on Justin Madrid.
That's going to put him in a 2nd and 16 situation. Las Cruces Bulldogs 14-7 over Centennial in the first quarter.
All right, 2nd down and 15 from the 26. Lennon with the hard clap. Going to drop back to pass. He's going to go deep. And he has a man open, and it is going to be incomplete. As number 26, Justin Madrid was wide open, in and out of the hands.
And he'll hate me for saying this, but double move. Got Zach Carrasco on that one, you know. He bit because, you know, he's had all those interceptions this year. He's had 2 pick sixes, I think, and even had an interception called back. And he wanted one right there, and he bit on the first move and got beat. But, hey, he recovered and forced him to the turf to where he couldn't maintain the catch. So it's still a good play by Zach.
3rd and 15 from the 26. 13-0 in favor of the Roswell Coyotes. 11:50 left in the first half. Motion by number 26. That is Justin Madrid. Lennon, the quarterback, dropping back to pass. In trouble. And speaking of Zach Carrasco, misses the tackle and finally brought down about the 28-yard line as the Mayfield Trojans are still in Coyote territory.
Yeah, and this will be a punting situation. Aiden Rutley working hard, getting to Lennon there to make the tackle for a short gain. But now we're going to see if Castillo can get another electrifying run back there. He reminds me of Kavonte Turpin.
There you go. All right, 4th and 13 as the Trojans get in direction from head coach Bradley. And Gary Bradley, they're going to have a whistle on the play.
It's a delay, and you think they were coming?
They were coming, Coach, and I'm going to tell you what, they're going to scoot them back, and now you bring the house once again.
Yeah, and this is kind of similar to the situation they had on the previous excellent punt return. Got him backed up so you can go after him, because even if you get a short return to no return, still going to have good field position, so why not?
All right, now it's going to be 4th and 13 from the 29-yard line. The Mayfield Trojans working from the left hash. Coyotes look like they're going to bring the house. Let's see what happens here. 4th and 18. It's going to be a bad snap into the end zone. And it's going to be a safety. So the Coyotes score 2 points as the bad snap goes into the end zone. You got a number? Was that number 11?
Well, no, I think he was on one of the gunners. I think it was number 6, and I think that's Isaac Loya.
Might be Isaac Loya. I did see A.B. Toscano along with Zach Carrasco involved, but you're probably correct. So it's 15-0. Coyotes get on the board. Let's see how the Mayfield Trojans will elect to kick here as they
Well, yeah, I mean, this is a free kick, meaning you can kick it off the tee or you can punt it.
Correct. You elect to kick.
Right. So, I mean, there's different strategies there. Most teams choose to punt it, but so it gives their coverage team more time, you know, with the hang time for sure to get down there and limit the return. But I don't know. You know, you might be better off with a kind of a line drive kickoff where you can really place it, maybe negate the return that way. I'm not sure the best way to do this.
Okay, let me talk to you. Let me tell you, talk about a scenario. It's 15-0, 10:47 left in the first half. Okay, Coyotes get the ball. They go back and score. Can the Coyotes put this out of reach and let's end this ball game at halftime, or you think that Coach Lynn will try to play 4 quarters?
No, I think once you don't get your 3 scores in the first quarter, you kind of throw that out the window. You know, there's less than 11 minutes left here until halftime. I think he's just going to kind of let the game come to him strategy-wise. That's a real convincing onside attempt from your own 20-yard line, don't you think?
Well, you know, I'm going to tell you what, that is actually tradition in the Bradley family. I'm going to tell you that. So back in the, 80s and early 90s when Jim Bradley was the head coach over at Roswell High School, this is exactly the same offense and same kicking game that has been going on for years, and it's just a replica of his dad. So here it is. It looks like it's going to be returnable. And Toscano, yes, it is going to be A.B. Toscano, going to be brought down about the 48, 49-yard line. I'd like to see the Coyotes strike here on this drive.
Yeah, they need to. I mean, they didn't score on their last one, so, they'll be – and had some mistakes. You had the ill-advised pass. It really should have been intercepted on that drive. You had the holding penalty that negated a big gain and the turnover on downs. So,
all right, this one's going to be handed off to Sanchez once again. Cross midfield.
Yeah, just minimal gain there, but you see what the offensive line is doing to the defensive line of Mayfield. You know, Bryce isn't even, there's not even any contact until he's 2 or 3 yards past the line of scrimmage, and that's just not the recipe for stopping Bryce Sanchez.
2nd down and 6 now from the 48. Coyotes working right hash. Fuentes getting back into pistol formation and decides to go the Bryce Sanchez route once again. And I'm telling you, you're going to upset that young man right there, and probably not a good idea.
No, and he was tackled by being drugged down by his off arm, the arm that wasn't carrying the football. And the defender held on to it. We have another penalty on Roswell.
Yeah, so you're keeping track of the penalties this game, you said. So let's see what happens here.
Yeah, that's 3 holding penalties.
All right, believe it or not, it is 7:34 here on November 10th, and it got warmer. It is now 42 degrees.
Wow.
Feels like 41.
That's the high today, I believe.
And that is, actually now it feels like 40, so that is according to WeatherBug. That is the app of the New Mexico Activity Association. Fake the toss. Fuentes going to take a shot, and that's going to be caught by Malachi Mitchell. Touchdown, Coyotes!
And that was too easy. Just pitch and catch. Perfectly executed. 52-yard touchdown strike to Malachi Mitchell, who is the leading receiver for the Coyotes this year. Gets another one. 52 yards on the bomb. Perfectly executed fake toss, rollout, and just pitch and catch to Malachi Mitchell.
All right, the score now is 21-0 in favor of the Roswell Coyotes. Let's see if the PAT is going to be up, and indication is good. Coyotes now lead 22-0. We'll be right back. You are listening and watching KSVPTV.com and 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Check out the pre-Thanksgiving savings you'll find this week at your local Farmers Country Market. Assorted boxes of Food Club cake mixes are 79 cents each, and select varieties of Betty Crocker brownie mix are 5 for $5. In produce, 2-pound bags of juicy mandarins are $2.79 each, and extra large green seedless grapes are $1.99 a pound. In the meat department, Cook's Shake portion bone-in hams are $1.67 a pound, and all sizes of grade A honeysuckle white turkeys are $1.59 a pound. These are just some of the pre-Thanksgiving savings you'll find this week at your local Farmers Country Market.
All right, welcome back to the Wool Bowl. Your Coyotes lead 22-0. 9:34 remains here in the second quarter. In case you're just tuning in, you just missed a touchdown strike. Manny Fuentes to Malachi Mitchell, 52 yards, pitch and catch, easy money. And now the Coyotes set to kick off once again. And it is Peyton Kennard to send this one to about the 6-yard line. There will be a return, decent return. Oh, and he's through the first line, still on his feet. And A.B. Toscano able to get him down, but not before he reaches the 45-yard line. A.B. Toscano be playing all 3 phases. Won't start in any, but he will be a contributor in all 3 phases as he usually is. Makes the special teams tackle there, but a nice return by Mayfield.
Well, Coach, you know how it is, man. You got to, photographs come, you got to come.
Hey, ain't easy being you, I'll tell you that. All right, there's a little slant for about 8 yards, and that's Zy Carrasco on the tackle. But nice first down play for Mayfield as once again they're kind of getting away from the run, deciding their best option to get back in this one is through the air.
All right, that is Lennon. He's gonna hand that off over to, once again, that's Navarez.
Mason Greathouse just wrestled him to the ground. for a loss. It's going to bring up third. Well, they're going to save forward progress. That's a very generous spot as Greathouse met him in the backfield and didn't give up an inch. Third and short.
All right, there's going to be the clap hands right now, and
and a big sack. And that was Greathouse once again, consecutive tackles for loss. And Mason Greathouse making his presence felt here.
Man, that's a nice picture.
All right, it's going to bring up 4th and 10, and Mayfield will at least line up to go for it, it looks like. Of course, you got to be ready for that quick kick from Lennon. Worked very well for him last time. Let's see if the Coyotes send somebody back this time. You have Zy Carrasco, single high safety. He will move back just in case. So kind of expecting it, but now we've got timeout Mayfield.
All right, we'll take one too. We'll be right back. You're listening and watching KSBTV.com, 106.5, Roswell's Talk FM.
Business Notions. Our business is making your business look good. For your company embroidered polo shirts or t-shirts, for your event or sports team, look no further than Business Notions. Keep your staff looking sharp and professional with embroidered apparel from Business Notions. Everything from polo shirts and caps to coats, jackets, and hats. Business Notions. Our business is making your business look good. Servicing all of Southeast New Mexico. Call today, 625-2840.
All right, welcome back to the Wool Bowl. All right. Roswell Coyotes lead 22-0. 7:40 remains here in the first half. And Mayfield looking at a 4th and 10 from their own 45-yard line after 2 negative plays authored by Mason Greathouse. Got an update from the Hutch in Farmington, New Mexico. We had a Piedra Vista fumble recovery and run for a touchdown. It's 13-0 PV early in the second. Thank you to Gene Dow for the update there. And here we go. Let's see if they try it or if they kick it. Carrasco ready for that quick kick this time. Oh, bad snap. They're going for it. And they are not going to get it. Oh, they nearly do. That's a real good effort by number 33, Zayden Salcedo, but all right, 2 Coyotes there, Zy Carrasco, and that's going to be a turnover on downs for the Coyotes.
That's the second one in this game here in the first half.
Yeah, I don't believe either coach is really much interested in punting tonight.
Oh,
but sometimes, you know.
Well, this is an inside joke, Coach. I'll have to talk to you about that after a while. So 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line. It's going to be middle part of the field for the Roswell Coyotes. It's Manny Fuentes. 7:30 left here in the first half, 22-0. Here comes Fuentes, dropping back to pass. Going to take a shot to the end zone. Just Estrada in, 4-6. Touchdown, Coyotes.
So after a 52-yard strike, Fuentes comes right back with a 45-yard shot to Josh Estrada. And my goodness, this offense just firing on all cylinders at this point.
28-0 is the score here in the first half with 7:18 remaining.
And this will be, if we can get the right players on the field. This is going to be the extra point attempt by Kennard.
It's going to be up and good. 29-0 in favor of the Coyotes here in the quarterfinals. We'll be right back. You are listening and watching KSCPTV.com, 106.5, Roswell's Talk FM.
Check out the free Thanksgiving savings you'll find this week at your local Farmers Country Market. Assorted boxes of Food Club cake mixes are 79 cents each, and select varieties of Betty Crocker brownie mix are 5 for $5. In produce, 2-pound bags of juicy mandarins are $2.79 each, and extra large green seedless grapes are $1.99 a pound. In the meat department, Cook's Shake portion bone-in hams are $1.67 a pound, and all sizes of grade A honeysuckle white turkeys are $1.59 a pound. These are just some of the free Thanksgiving savings you'll find this week at your local Farmers Country Market.
All right, we are back. 7:18 remains in the second quarter. And it's Roswell 29, Mayfield 0. Consecutive 45-yard or better touchdown strikes for Manny Fuentes. First one went to Malachi Mitchell. The second one went to Joel Estrada. And now they are still thinking they might onside kick, but I don't see it at this point. No need to. They already tried it once.
Well, you know, I'm really thinking that the Coyotes just need to put this away. There it is. Right there. And the Trojans will gain possession.
Why are they blowing it dead? There is zero chance somebody had possession of that ball.
Yeah, there's no possession whatsoever. Let's see what the Roswell Coyotes can do here. Defensively now. Here's the thing, Coach. I'm really saying this. Coach Lynn really just needs to put the Trojans in their spot right now. Just put the game away.
Yeah, I mean, this is playoff time. It's not developmental time. It's not any of that. Because, you know, you want to get reps and you want to go confident and all that stuff, but you also risk injury. Every play is an injury risk for key players. And, you know, whether that's on offense, defense, even special teams, you know, we've seen, if you've been following the Broncos, you know, special teams injuries really hindered them this season. So, yeah, I mean, it's always a decision to be made.
You know, the weather has played a big part here. The fans, you know, like I said, it is now back down to 38 degrees here in Roswell at the Wool Bowl. We still have a pretty good crowd here.
Well, I'm loving the student section. It's not the biggest I've ever seen, but they're enthusiastic. We'll just say that.
Well, you saw a couple of weeks ago they had some big signs of Coach Lynn's face. You know what I mean? And
yeah,
that was something else there. So a lot of fun. The kids had a lot of fun. And, you know, speaking of 2 weeks ago, you know, tomorrow's games, the Goddard Rockets will be playing the Deming Wildcats tomorrow. That game will start at 1 p.m. here at the Wool Bowl. And that's going to be a heck of a match there, as the Goddard Rockets are the number 4 seed and the Deming Wildcats the number 5 seed.
I don't know what's going on here. We're kicking again.
Okay.
But we're still kicking from the 40. Are they going to say it was an inadvertent whistle?
Well, it could have been.
And that they're just replaying? I mean, is it do-over? The old schoolyard do-over? Because I really don't believe that there could have been possession before the officials blew it dead. One official going in there pointing down to the ground like he's down, and that irritates me because there's no way he could have seen that.
Well, here it is. You know, it is the old school do-overs. You can do that. That's part of that's a new rule in the NMAA. You know that, right, Coach? New school do-overs.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, just kidding, folks. That is not an actual rule.
Oh, boy.
All right, so the Mayfield Trojans will take over about the 23-yard line.
See, here's where I wish we had the public, you had the white hat mic'd up, you know, because then they can explain things like that. But that's what do you call that besides a do-over?
Well, that's it. So it's going to be 1st down and 10 now from the 24. Mayfield Trojans, they're working from the right hash. 29-0 with 7 minutes left here in the first half. Lennon, the quarterback. Navarre is to the right of him. He will hand it off. And, he has some positive yardage there. And I do see number 7 there on the tackle, and that's Keegan Nichols. See if we got any updates.
Yeah, I think Gene Dow is quicker than the NMAA website for updates. So
okay.
I'll just count on Gene for that.
All right, and it looks like Navarro's will be down once again.
Like Jacob Cedillo in there. The tackle. It's going to bring up 3rd and about 5. Scoreboard says 6. Looks like 5 to me.
Yeah, that's about right. So I'm going to call it 3rd down and 6. So I'll call it 3rd down and about 5. All right, Lennon trying to make something happen here, and he does. He's going to be close to the 1st down.
Yeah, they're going to give it to him. Yeah, a good play by Lennon there. Nobody open. Waited till the last second because he had a spy on him that time, and Keegan Nichols just waiting to see what he was going to do. Once he took off, Nichols went after him, but they're going to give him forward progress, and it will be a 1st down at the 34. Molinar able to get him down, but not before he got the yardage necessary.
Yeah, just getting some text messages here. Everybody's just wanting to find out what's going on here at the Coyote game and trying to tune in to KSVPTV.com. A lot of people are actually listening and watching. We're going to call it false start?
I believe so. Yep, false start. So that's going to make it 1st and 15. And, you know, I think they've started, this is at least 2 of their drives they've started with a, you know, behind the chains, tough down and distance. And that's just too tall a task against this defense.
All right, 1st and 15 now from the 29-yard line. Lennon almost loses it and gets hit hard.
Carrasco among others.
And good.
Laying a little wood.
Yeah.
As they say. I'll tell you what, though, that Lennon impresses me a little bit. You know, he's just a junior, and another penalty. So that's going to back him up even farther. They're going to call holding and bring up 1st and 25.
Coach, you were saying that you got an update. That is PV fumble recovery and run in for a touchdown, 13-0 in favor of Piedra Vista. And that game is being played in Farmington as we speak.
Yep.
And, okay. I'm kind of curious about the Valley. I'm sorry, those other 2 games we play tomorrow. So, okay, 1st down and about 25. That's going to be long motion. Lennon taking the shot and, almost intercepted. And I kind of agree with that penalty.
Well, but who are you going to call it on?
I'm going to call it on West Gallegos. He pushed off. At least that's what I observed from my angle here. Now, if there was some extracurricular stuff going on before then, I don't know. But I did see West Gallegos push off at the 45-yard line. Did you see the same thing, or?
Yeah, I mean, I saw both players, you know, kind of. There was some. Now, what is Coach Lynn's not happy here? Wanting an explanation on something. Why is that a spot foul? It's not a spot foul.
Well,
it's 15 yards.
That's 15 yards, so I disagree with that.
Yeah, this is not the NFL, guys.
Yeah, and that's. They need to go ahead and talk this over again.
You know, I might use a timeout.
Well, I would too.
I mean, I hate to. And it looks like that maybe the.
Yeah. Well, and they're going on a spot foul, and that is not accurate there. The officiating crew tonight, the umpire, Zach Carrillo out of Bernalillo, New Mexico. The line judge is Peter Ulibarri from Rio Rancho. The back judge is Marcos Griego from Tejares. Lineman judge is John Corriez. And the referee is David Langley from Tejares. Lineman John Corriez is from Moriarty.
Now, I think what Coach Lynn is saying now is it's not an automatic 1st down. And that I don't know for sure. I don't know if pass interference is an automatic 1st down. I don't think it is. It was 1st and 25.
Okay.
I think it should be a 15-yard penalty, and it should be 2nd and 10.
Well, The officials are talking it over once again.
But this is a playoff game. I mean, these.
Yeah. We'll see if.
All right, let's see what they're going to say.
Well, not sure. So the ball is placed on the 34-yard line.
Yeah, I don't think it should be 1st and 10. Now, maybe pass interference is an automatic first down. That's what they're calling here.
Okay, so it's going to be 1st down and 10 for the Mayfield Trojans. Motion. Middle part of the field here is Lennon, a quarterback, dropping back to pass. In trouble! Oh. And he is going to be sacked.
And that is Eli Lynn with a big sack. Greathouse almost in there a little late.
Well, Mason Greathouse, a big kid.
Eli had him nearly to the ground when Greathouse kind of piled on, but they said it was not after the play. So,
well, they have Mason Greathouse listed at 6'2". Oh, that was going to be close to being picked off. Jeremiah Moriel.
Yeah, that's
could have had a pick six, Coach.
Yeah, that's just watching film right there. In the first meeting, Noah Lynn nearly had an interception on a very similar play, maybe the same play against Mayfield. And that one very easily could have been a pick six situation.
Yeah, Mason Greathouse listed at 6'2", 200 pounds. He's every bit of 6'3", maybe 6'4", 200 and probably 20 pounds now. Third down and 17. Third down and 17 for the Trojans. Empty set now. Lennon still under trouble. He's going to escape it.
Got away from Carrasco. Oh, no. I don't know who he got away from initially. Oh, got away from Nichols, but it was Carrasco who finished him off.
Well, that young man can hit a little bit, can he?
Just a little. Now they're saying 4th and 3, but it's actually 4th and 13.
Yeah.
So the punting unit will come out, and the little guy, Turpin, Castillo will be back to potentially run back a kick.
Yeah, it's 29-0 here in the second quarter. 3:10 left in the first half. And there's going to be the punt.
Very short. We'll roll to a stop near the 40.
And we'll call it the 40-yard line. The Coyotes will take over 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. See if Coach Bradley's defense will get organized here.
So the Coyotes with just under 3 minutes. Now it only took them one play to score their last 2 drives on long passes from Manny Fuentes. So time really not an issue here. Coyotes would like to go in 35, 36. I guess another touchdown would be.
That's exactly right.
And get that clock moving as soon as, we get things going in the second half. I don't think we've played a whole lot of games all the way to the end this year without at least a running clock. And
yep.
Oh boy.
There we go again.
It's another Coyote first down.
Well, it's going to be a 1st down and 10 for the Coyotes.
And now a penalty on Mayfield. Oh, it's not a penalty. They just put the ball at the 30 when it was at the 40. It is a penalty on Mayfield.
Well, they're going to call it a spot felt. No, I'm kidding, Coach.
10-yard penalty of some kind on Mayfield there. I'm not sure why. The ball was dead at the 40. They tried to put it at the 30.
All right. Yeah, here it is right here. 1st and 10 from midfield. Empty set. And there's going to be a timeout by Mayfield. We're going to take one, too. We'll be right back. You are listening and watching KSVPTV.com, 106.5, Roswell's Talk FM.
If you're missing a tooth or several teeth, a dental implant may be the ultimate solution. Implants look and feel so much like real teeth that you probably forget you have an implant. Maupin and Brown Dentistry is one of New Mexico's most experienced implant providers, with literally thousands of implant patients who are absolutely delighted with the results. Call Maupin and Brown today for an evaluation. You'll be surprised how affordable implants can be. Maupin and Brown, your choice for experienced, state-of-the-art dentistry.
All right, we are back. Coyotes do lead 29-0 with 2:54 remaining in the first half. Coyotes will be back in empty set. Fuentes about the 45-yard line.
Watch Toscano here.
Toscano.
He's in the slot on the near side. If he's got a favorable matchup here, use his speed.
Go to the third level. Let's see what happens here. You're exactly right. Here comes Fuentes. He's going to take a shot to the end zone.
Wide open.
And that's going to be caught by Strada, I believe. And what a shot.
45 yards on that one.
By Fuentes to Josh Estrada.
Estrada's wide open. Estrada turned it. I think if he keeps running,
yeah,
he kind of turned to catch it. Otherwise it's going to be 3 consecutive touchdown throws of over 45 yards. Instead, they may have to wait a play or two here.
All right, here we go. 1st and 5 from the 5. Bryce Sanchez doing some dirty work, and it's going to be short of the end zone. It's going to be 2nd down and about 2. Oh, I see Kennard trotting on the field here. Toscano is going to trot out the field. All right, so let's see if there's any kind of a trick play here with Kennard.
Well, you know, they could send him in motion, hand it to him, pitch it to him, and then have him throw.
Whatever he wants. He's another quarterback there. Let's see.
They're just going to hand it to him and have him walk in the end zone.
And he does. So another touchdown for the Roswell Coyotes. And from 2 yards out is Peyton Kennard. 35-0 in favor of the Coyotes. And let's see what Coach Lynn will decide to do here. More than likely will kick the extra point. So Kennard is good from 2 yards out.
Well, yeah, I can just kick them all from here on out. This one and 2 scores would end the game in the second half.
And that's something that just kind of needs to go ahead and happen.
Yeah, I agree.
And that PAT's up and good. Has the distance. 36-0 is the score in favor of the Roswell Coyotes. We're going to take a break. You are listening and watching KSVPTV.com, 106.5. Roswell's Talk FM.
The Fergalicious Boys can keep you hot this winter. Fergalicious. Oh yeah, it's getting cold out there, and Fergie's Plumbing and Heating has what you need to keep things hot in your home. They can come by and winterize your pipes and check your insulation, and you know they'll do it with nothing but love. Oh yeah, baby. Call the Fergalicious Boys at Fergie's Plumbing and Heating at 622-2660. When you need it hot, Fergie's is on the job. Fergalicious.
2 yards out is Peyton Kennard. Make the score 35-0, and then, of course, the extra point by Kennard. Up and good, had the distance, 36-0. 1:35 left in the first half, Coach.
Yeah, and I don't know. It might take a turnover to get another chance to score here before halftime, but if they can score quickly, you know, I would give my first team a chance, 2 possessions in the second half to see if they can get it done.
All right, here's Kennard now. He's going to kick it deep. It's going to be returnable from the 9. And, wow, just hit hard.
Gabe Castro's been been a star on special teams today.
Well, this is what I like about this game so far, Coach. This is the traditional Roswell Coyote uniform right here.
Yes, my absolute favorite.
I love just the red jerseys, white pants, no stripes, just tradition.
Yeah, red helmets with the big white R.
Well, and you know, back in the day when America was America, it was just the red helmet.
Yep. I remember.
You know, so matter of fact,
some of these sophomores that they brought up are wearing the rookie helmets.
Yeah.
They don't have the R on them.
Yeah, and I'm okay with that for sure. All right, so we're approaching 45 seconds left here in the first half.
Yeah, Mayfield in no hurry.
Yeah, I'm going to have one play left, possibly. Going to have to snap the ball with 17 seconds left on the time clock here. Lennon just waiting to get set.
Yeah, this will just be a run. They won't snap it again.
Well,
look at here.
They're gonna try to throw it, and that's picked off. Monreal will be down about the 32-yard line. Now will Jeff Lynn take a shot in the end zone?
Oh, absolutely.
Why would you not?
Yeah, why not? You probably got 3 plays. If they're all pass plays and they're all in the end zone, you've got 3 shots here.
Okay, so it's not an automatic first down, but it was 1st and 25, so it makes it 1st and 10.
Okay,
gotcha.
Thank you to A.J. Cisco for clarifying the pass interference penalty, 15-yard penalty on a 1st and 25. Makes it 1st and 10.
That makes it sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Appreciate it, A.J. All right, 1st and 10 from the 32 here, empty set. Fuentes dropping back to pass. He's going to go back to the end zone and has Estrada open.
Oh, it's picked off.
And it's going to be picked off at the 1-yard line. Just a little bit more air, and Estrada would have been in for 6.
Yeah, a little underthrown there. You know, I was watching Manny in warm-ups, and, you know, he just flipping the ball 50 yards.
Well,
I mean, just effortlessly.
Yeah.
And
that's going to be the half. All right, let's take a couple-minute break here. Come back and talk stats. I think the Big Red Band will be performing here in just a moment. Coyotes do lead 36-0. We'll be right back. Thanks for listening and watching. KSRPTV.com, 106.5, Roswell's Talk FM.
Welcome to the city of Artesia. We are proud to announce that Artesia City Council has approved $1 million to fund improvements and upgrades around the city. These projects, completed by Artesia's Infrastructure Department, have made a huge impact on our parks and recreational areas. The Infrastructure Department has been hard at work making improvements to JC and Central Park. At JC Park, the Infrastructure Department has added a brand new dog park, along with new bleachers, a flagpole, and motivational signs throughout. They have also updated the shelters and added ADA parking. They repainted the pickleball courts, installed new speed bumps, added conditioning dirt to the softball fields, set up new security cameras, and trimmed the trees for a safer and more friendly environment. To ensure better traffic flow in the area, a large portion of the $1 million budget was allocated to the construction of the one-way. At Central Park, the Infrastructure Department installed new benches for visitors to relax and enjoy the park's lush greenery. Multiple ADA ramps were added, making the park more accessible to people with disabilities. The trees have been trimmed to ensure the park remains beautiful and healthy for all to enjoy. The city of Artesia is excited to announce the completion of significant improvements to Texas Street from 4th Street to 6th Street. Islands were cleaned and new bushes were planted. Also, new city landscaping was added, which has helped improve the overall look and appearance of City Hall, making the area feel even safer and more welcoming. Multiple improvements and repairs have been made to Main Street, Heritage Walkway, 1st Street, and Eagle Draw. Trees along Main Street and Heritage Walkway were trimmed, and the sidewalks were deep cleaned. 1st Street received a new fence to prevent vandalism to the pine trees in that area. Eagle Draw got fresh, new concrete on several damaged areas, along with new trash cans, trimmed trees, and beautiful flags placed near the airplane. The Infrastructure Department is hard at work to constantly maintain and improve community spaces throughout the city. Not only have these improvements greatly enhanced the beauty of the city of Artesia, but they have also increased safety for all residents. Together, we can continue to build stronger infrastructure for our city and enhance the quality of life for our citizens.
Check it out.
Introducing the new and improved taste of Pepsi Zero Sugar. Now more delicious. Zero never tasted so good. Try it now.
From morning runs to playing with grandkids, taking part in activities brings great joy to our lives, but it can also come with injuries. And for those in physically demanding jobs, the daily grind can wear on muscles, bones, and joints and lead to acute and long-term disorders. If you're suffering from an orthopedic injury, let our Artesia General Hospital specialists help. The sooner you address the root cause, the sooner you'll be back to living life in motion. Learn more at artesiageneral.com/orthopedics.
Every piece of land has a story, written by those who work it. And everyone's story is different. So the question is, how will you tell yours? Behind the wheel of a John Deere compact tractor, mower, or Gator utility vehicle. Run with us and start telling your story today.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia and Roswell, or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
Southwest Printers is bigger and better than ever before. Southwest Printers is the one to turn to for anything you need printed. You name it, Southwest Printers can put your name, business, logo, or photo on it. From golf balls to t-shirts and everything in between. Take your business or organization to the next level. Southwest Printers can even create campaign buttons, push or rack cards, plus many different sizes of Coroplast yard signs for your election campaigns, and so much more. Southwest Printers, 110 North Penn in Roswell, and online at swprint.net.
Of all the flowers in the world, pansies get a bad rap. Hi, this is Jim Gill with Roswell Seed Company. The name pansies sound delicate and weak, but in reality, pansies are bold and beautiful. When the frost has killed all the other flowers, pansies start blooming, and they'll bloom all winter long, which is why you should come see us at Roswell Seed. We have a greenhouse full of colorful pansies ready to brighten up the coldest winter day. So come get your pansies, and remember, if someone calls you a pansy, take it as a compliment.
Central Valley Electric is continually learning and advancing technology that improves electric service, reliability, and safety, and in turn enhancing the quality of life for members that we serve in our local communities. CVE offers an account management program called Smart Hub that allows members to track their usage, set up convenient pay methods, and the ability to manage their energy use with smart technologies. A secure system such as Smart Hub is an easy tool to use. To sign up, visit cvecoop.org and click Smart Hub to get started.
Check it out.
Introducing the new and improved taste of Pepsi Zero Sugar. Now more delicious. Zero never tasted so good. Try it now.
All right, we're back here at the Wool Bowl as the Roswell Coyotes lead 36-0. We are here at halftime, 9:42 left before teams come out. Coach, I know you have some stats for us, buddy.
I do. Extra points. You have Peyton Kennard, 4 of 5 on points after touchdown. 1 punt return from Matt Castillo, an electrifying 35 yards. A.B. Toscano had an 8-yard kickoff return following the safety. The safety by Isaac Loya will get credit for it when the snap on the punt went over the punter's head and into the end zone. Jeremiah Morial had an interception. There were 2 sacks in the first half, one by Eli Lynn, one by Mason Greathouse. A total of 5 tackles for loss in the first half. Morial had 1, Eli Lynn, Mason Greathouse 2, and Noah Lynn chipping in 4 tackles for a loss. Total tackles in the first half, 1 each from Dominic Pacheco, A.B. Toscano, Aiden Rutley, Vernon Molinar, Jerm Moriel, Wes Gallegos, Jacob Cedillo, and Keegan Nichols. 2 for Gabe Castro and Eli Lynn, 3 for Mason Greathouse, and 4 for Zai Carrasco. Offensively, Manny Fuentes, 1, 2, 3, 4, so he was 6 of 10, 152 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Receiving was Malachi Mitchell, 1 catch, 52 yards and a touchdown. L.J. Macias, 1 catch, 17 yards for a touchdown. Josh Estrada, 45 yards and a touchdown. Sorry, Manny was 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Jacob Palomino, 2 catches for a total of 51. 3 penalties on the Coyotes in the first half. 4 penalties, 3 on the offense, 1 on the defense for 15 yards on the pass interference. Clarification by Coach A.J. Sisko. All right, running the ball, 1 carry for 2 yards for Malachi Mitchell. 1 carry for 2 yards. It was a touchdown for Giovanni Apodaca. Peyton Kennard also added 1 2-yard touchdown run. Manny Fuentes had 2 carries for a total of -4 yards. And it was Bryce Sanchez, 11 carries, 77 yards, and yet to score, Mr. Sanchez. So we'll see if he can pick that one up. All right, so there you have it, partner.
All right, sounds good. Well, let's take another break. Coyotes do lead at halftime, 36-0. We'll be right back.
My name's Chance with Trustmark Roofing and Windows, and here's what you should expect during your window inspection. Upon my arrival, you receive a 15-minute courtesy call letting you know I'm on the way. Once I'm in your home, I'm going to be checking for moisture indication, functionality, and any kind of energy efficiency improvements to the inside and outside of your home. After my inspection, I'll give you my professional opinion, and then you can decide whether you want a no-obligation quote. Myself or the office will contact you to set up a date when I can show you my products and options to best suit your needs. So when choosing windows, choose Trustmark Roofing and Windows. Our goal is to give you a 5-star service and get you what you deserve, and that's the best.
Hey neighbors, there's a new source for all your appliance needs in the area. We're Roswell Appliance Outlet. We sell new minor scratch and dent appliances, and we'll help you save 40 to 60% off of MSRP. All come with warranty and personalized service. We also offer parts and service for your existing household appliances. We offer financing and delivery options as well. Don't make that big box store mistake. Come see us at Roswell Appliance Outlet today at 600 South Main in Roswell, or call 575-363-9236.
Roswell Appliance Outlet, a proud supporter of Roswell Sports.
Wakefield Oil Express has the highest quality service in Roswell with a 17-point full-service oil change that includes a full wash and vacuum at their car wash. You won't find a better deal. They also offer full synthetic oil changes, fuel and cabin filter replacements, and will even check your battery. Their tunnel wash isn't afraid of dirty vehicles. They have the best value wash in town with free vacuums. They even offer wash passes that can be used for multiple vehicles. Next time you need your oil changed, go to the fast and efficient Wakefield Oil Express and let them earn your business. 3204 North Main, Roswell.
Knowledge.
Into savings this month at your locally owned and operated Big O Tires. Save up to $140 on select sets of tires after mail-in rebate, all with multiple financing options tailored to you. Let Big O Tires certified technicians help keep you and your family safe on the road this fall. Make an appointment online at bigotires.com or stop in today. Big O Tires, the team you trust.
Of all the flowers in the world, pansies get a bad rap. Hi, this is Jim Gill with Roswell Seed Company. The name pansies sound delicate and weak, but in reality, pansies are bold and beautiful. When the frost has killed all the other flowers, pansies start blooming, and they'll bloom all winter long, which is why you should come see us at Roswell Seed. We have a greenhouse full of colorful pansies ready to brighten up the coldest winter day. So come get your pansies, and remember, if someone calls you a pansy, take it as a compliment.
If you're missing a tooth or several teeth, a dental implant may be the ultimate solution. Implants look and feel so much like real teeth that you probably forget you have an implant. Maupin & Brown Dentistry is one of New Mexico's most experienced implant providers, with literally thousands of implant patients who are absolutely delighted with the results. Call Maupin & Brown today for an evaluation. You'll be surprised how affordable implants can be. Maupin & Brown, your choice for experienced, state-of-the-art dentistry.
Welcome back to Roswell Coyote football on 106.5 Roswell Stock FM, KSVPTV.com. Art Sandwell, Kelly McDonald. It is halftime, and if you're just now tuning in, quick recap before we talk 5A State Football Championship bracket. If you're just now tuning in the first quarter, we had a 2-yard touchdown run by Giovanni Apodaca to make it 6-0, and then Peyton Kennard with the point after touchdown to make it 7-0 on the first drive. And then on the second drive, it is Manny Fuentes on a 17-yard touchdown strike to LJ Macias, 13-0, PAT up and good. And then in the second quarter, it is Manny Fuentes once again to Malachi Mitchell on a 52-yard touchdown strike to make it 21-0. And then the PAT was up and good, 22-0 at that time. And then once again, Manny Fuentes to Josh Estrada on a 45-yard touchdown strike. PAT's up and good to make it 29-0. And then once again, from 2 yards out was Peyton Kidder, 35-0, PAT up and good. So the score is 36-0. What are your thoughts right here, Coach?
Well, I mean, just kind of what we expected. You know, we felt like Mayfield was going to be a little overmatched here, the way Roswell's playing, and that's what we've seen. I mean, they're the number 9 team. We're the number 1 team. It's kind of what you'd expect. Two teams that know each other, you know, playing at home, everything kind of in our favor, and it's showing on the football field.
Yeah. All right, sounds good. Real quick, let's just talk a little 5A State Football Championship bracket here. So, of course, here at the Wool Bowl, the Roswell Coyotes taking on Mayfield, currently lead 36-0. Tomorrow's game, the Goddard Rockets will be taking on the Deming Wildcats, and as you know, the Deming Wildcats are here already. That game will take place here at the Wool Bowl at 1 p.m. And then the Piedra Vista Panthers, the ranked number 3 team in 5A, taking on number 6 Valley, is playing right now. And we do have a score. Piedra Vista currently winning 21-0. That game is at halftime. And then the Artesia Bulldogs, the number 2 seed, will be taking on number 7 Los Alamos. That game will be played tomorrow at Artesia at 1 p.m. Coach McDonald, what are your thoughts on tomorrow's game between the number 4 seed Goddard and the number 5 seed Deming Wildcats? Goddard coming in at 6-4, Deming coming in at 8-3. Thoughts?
Well, I mean, these two teams played each other kind of early in the season. Goddard got the better of them there. But Goddard's pretty banged up right now, and they're really going to miss Jonathan Silva, who was injured last week. And I think that's going to be a real competitive game. I think it's going to be a tough one for Goddard. You know, they're already missing a running back when Johnny went down, so it's going to be difficult, more difficult for them. But you know, they did beat them earlier in the season. But I think it should be a real good game there. Here, I should say, in the Wool Bowl tomorrow.
Yeah, so the winner of this game will advance to the semifinals, and of course, the winner of tomorrow's game between Goddard and Deming, and it appears to be the Roswell Coyotes, will be taking on. Well, most of the time, if it's the Coyotes that win, we'll probably end up playing on Friday night. That's traditionally what Jeff Lynn likes to do.
Yeah, and you know, he's has the higher seed, and you know, I think usually it's not technically the rule, but there is some distance issues and things like that.
So, and I'm glad you said that. So listen to this scenario here. Roswell advances to the semifinal game, which it appears to be happening right now, 36-0. But here's the thing. Goddard, if they win, of course, the game will be here. If Deming beats Goddard, Deming will advance to the semifinals, but Roswell owes Deming, so Roswell will be playing Deming next week, right? If Deming were to win that ball game
at Deming, right?
At Deming.
So that would be just the way the semifinals and finals works in New Mexico. If it's Goddard, there's no history, semifinal or final history with Roswell and Goddard. So Roswell would be the home team should Goddard win tomorrow afternoon. But the next time those two teams would play in the semifinals or the finals, no matter who's the higher seed, it'll be a Goddard home game. So just interesting wrinkles that you know, is kind of unique to our state. They might do it in some other states, but I think most states have gone to either neutral sites or higher seed.
That's correct. And as far as the number ranked 3 team in the state, Piedra Vista Panthers taking on Valley. If Piedra Vista wins, they advance to the semifinals. And, of course, Artesia taking on Los Alamos tomorrow. That game will be played. Do you have the information on that, Coach?
On if who plays?
So if you have Piedra Vista currently winning, if they advance to the semifinals, and if Artesia advances, it's my understanding that game will be played in Farmington, but you might have the history on that. Is that correct?
No, they played last year in Farmington. The state championship was in Farmington last year. So,
you're right. Okay.
That Artesia would be the home team. Artesia is owed by a lot of people. They owed Highland, so if somehow Highland could have come out there and made it to the semifinal, they would have had to have gone to Albuquerque for that one. And then Belen was the only, and they owe Goddard. So, you know, if they were to meet Goddard in the finals, that would be here.
Okay.
But that's their only chance of playing on the road this year is if Goddard makes it to the finals.
Okay. We're just a couple minutes away here. Yeah, just a couple minutes away. The Roswell Coyotes did win the toss, and so they defer to the second half. They will get the ball. Let's see if the Roswell Coyotes, we will have running clock. It is 36-0.
Yeah, right off the bat, we'll have it. And, you know, 2 touchdowns, 2 extra points, game's over. If it happens quickly, you know, obviously if they score in this first drive, then they would be 1 score away from allowing people to go home and warm up.
Oh, it's not too cold. It's only 38 degrees here in Roswell. Actually, just a very, very light breeze. Had snow this morning in Roswell, and it's, of course, already all gone. All right. As the Mayfield Trojans get set to kick. Get the script out here. Jeffrey Dominguez will do the kicking for Mayfield.
Short kick is Toscano, and
Toscano is going to go back there. Toscano did have
a return for a touchdown last week.
Sure did. And that was, what was that, 83 if I'm not mistaken? 83-yard touchdown return 2 weeks ago, actually.
85, yeah.
85, okay.
So a 20-yard return for Toscano.
There's a flag on the play.
Likely to be on Roswell.
See, probably going to be a holding call. I didn't see the indication, did you?
They're pointing the other way.
Oh, okay. No, it is. It's on Mayfield.
Personal foul. So not specific. It wasn't a face mask, or he would have indicated that, but it's a 15-yard penalty. So it will be a first down.
Okay, that's another first down. I love it. You know, that's all right. Hey, so now it's going to be first down and 10 for the Roswell Coyotes. Hand it off to Bryce Sanchez. Sanchez about the 40-yard line, and we'll go back down about the 37-yard line. We've got listeners from Oklahoma City. We got listeners from Nebraska, Arizona. That's what they're saying here.
8 yards for Bryce Sanchez. That gets him up over 80 in the game, up to 85 on 12 carries.
All right, first down and about. No, it's not first and 2. It's actually going to be second down and short. Manny Fuentes in trouble and is going to take a shot. Looks like that's going to be intercepted. So Manny got hit hard there.
Yeah, I think he maybe got hit as he threw, and that is why that ball was so short.
I just want to see if he's okay there.
So consecutive interceptions for Manny Fuentes. He's coming off.
That was Dylan King kind of coming off there holding his right shoulder.
Yeah, he's getting checked out right now.
Okay, 1st and 10 now for the Trojans now. Luke Lennon, the quarterback. He's going to dump it off. It will be an incomplete pass.
Yeah, and Coyotes are ready for that. They've, like I said, they've seen the film. That's kind of a staple play for Mayfield, is that little set up that screen, and Roswell not fooled. Got the Lynn boys on that side. This will be a run, and it's going nowhere.
Yeah, that's. All right, going to bring up a 3rd down and about 9.
Going to credit Aiden Rutley on the tackle there. Isaac Loy in the game. Extra D back.
And Luke Lennon.
Oh, and
throws across. That might be intercepted. And
he did. He held on. Held on. Yeah, he did.
That is Vernon Molinar.
Yeah, Molinar with the interception. Are they saying no? Oh goodness! I really thought he snagged it.
Well, it was close. You probably had a better angle on that. I don't know if probably on instant replay. I'll be real honest with you. I think he dropped it.
All right. I know he bobbled it, but I thought he reeled it in.
All right, so the Trojans will be kicking from the end zone here. It's going to be a decent punt. It is going to be returnable. Matt Castillo, about the 40, 35-yard line, still on his feet. And now the Coyotes will take over from the 30-yard line.
Yeah, give him about 10 yards on that. Pretty decent return. Had to run a long way for it. So the Coyotes will take over at the 30. Good field position. And we'll see if Manny Fuentes can get right here. He's throwing interceptions on consecutive plays. Now the first one was kind of a Hail Mary situation. I mean, just trying to get a shot there at the end of the half. And that last one he was hit as he threw. So it's not like either one was a terrible pass.
All right, here's Fuentes with the toss to Sanchez. 25, 20-yard line is on the 10, 5, touchdown Coyotes.
30 yards, Bryce Sanchez gets in the end zone. Goes over 100 yards for the day. And if Kennard can make the extra point, the Coyotes are going to be a touchdown or an extra point away from
victory.
Ending this one, yeah.
Well, I think you go ahead and just take care of business and get it done.
I agree. I mean, it's the playoffs. You know, every play that you play, you have the potential of someone getting hurt.
Well, it looks like that's good. Plenty of room and plenty of distance. Coyotes lead by 43. We're going to take a break. You're listening and watching KSVPTV.com, 106.5, Roswell's Talk FM.
The need to grow past our basic capabilities and experience the impossible will forever keep aviation technology evolving. Within the Aviation Maintenance Technology program at ENMU Roswell, students thrive knowing that the faculty and community are supporting their success. ENMU Roswell is dedicated to empowering students through hands-on skills training in a nurturing environment. To learn more, contact us today.
43-0 here at the Will Bowl in favor of the Roswell Coyotes. Well, I'll tell you what, Coyotes looking strong. A 30-yard touchdown rush by Bryce Sanchez. Extra point up and good.
All right. So it's up to this defense who hasn't given up a thing. Only a few first downs. If they can get one more stop, Coyotes with a chance to get their first 50-point victory of the season. I mean, we haven't ended a game early all year. I don't believe.
Well, there was one. That was against Santa Fe.
Santa Fe?
Yeah, that was the second week of the season.
58-6, you're correct.
58-6, but, and here's the thing. The Roswell Coyotes very easily could have.
Oh, yeah.
But that's not, traditionally, Jeff Lynn likes to play 4 quarters if he can. He wants to continue getting those young kids in there, still, develop the program. He has 165 kids in the program, and he has 90 suited out tonight.
Yeah. It's a program that has been steadily built here in the last 13 years to the point where it's one of the premier programs in the state.
43-0 here in the third quarter. 7:35 left in the third quarter.
And there are lots of subs in on defense right now. Lots. So.
Well, my prediction was, what did I tell you, Coach?
44? Did you say 44-7?
I said 42-7.
42-7.
And Lennon in trouble, and that's going to be incomplete. And you said, did you say 35?
I said 35-7.
35-7? Okay.
Yeah.
So we're close.
Well, we'll see if Mayfield can score in this second-team defense. I mean, I'm looking for a starter out there. I don't see one. And I think once the offense goes back on the field, then that's going to be the case as well. It looks like Andrew Padilla is warming up.
Yeah, you probably won't see Manny Fuentes, and that's going to be almost picked off once again, and that is number 27, I believe. That's
Bubba Marujo.
Bubba Marujo.
So you got Bubba Marujo out there. You got Isaac Loya. There is Dominic Pacheco. 54 is Gabriel Castro. 61, Dominic Silva on the line there. It might be Gabe and I out there, the linebacker spot.
All right.
Third and long here.
Yeah, and then, Bubba Marujo could have really, if he had that interception, could have been an easy pick 6. Oh, wow, what a hit. And that is
Isaac Loya.
Isaac Loya.
And Isaac Loya, 2-year starter. I mean, coming into the season. He's had a hard time getting on the field, just mostly because of the way people are playing in front of him. But a lot of experience, and so Mayfield will line up to go for it on 4th and 5.
All right, Lennon rolling out to the right. We'll dump it off. And it's going to be close to the first down. It's going to be short, probably about 1.5 yards.
Yeah, it's going to be a turnover on downs, and we'll see if Andrew Padilla can end this football game with the second-team offense. Manny Fuentes, your night is done. I'm thinking Bryce Sanchez, your night is done. Josh Estrada, your night is done. Rico Lujan has got his helmet off over here. So.
He's done. Got an update from Farmington. Let's see, it is 43-0 in favor of the Piedra Vista Panthers.
Oh, no.
Is that correct?
I think that's Gene's prediction of this game.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He's
okay.
making a joke.
Okay,
He
I'm
predicted
sorry.
This score that we have.
Well. Okay, got you. I'm just.
All right, 2 yards for Fabian Vigil. As second teamers are in 100% here. I don't think you'll see another starter for the rest of the night. Of course, we do have the running clock going with the 43-point lead. 4:15 remains in the third quarter. And if the Coyotes can score, convert the extra point, it will end the ball game.
All right, and that is number 34. That is Luis Godoy. And tell you what, Luis Godoy is probably one of the fastest running backs on this Coyote football team.
Well, yeah, and Coach said he might be the fastest player, period. And once again, You know, it's kind of a tough year to be a running back on this team if your name's not Bryce Sanchez, because he's going to get the carries.
All right, it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 34. 43-0 in favor of the Roswell Coyotes. It's going to be handed off to Godoy once again. Godoy, a very, very dangerous runner. And I tell you what, this is where the Coyotes just take care of business and end it in this quarter.
Well, they'll probably be content to run the ball until they get into an obvious passing situation. See Avi Toscano coming off the game, or coming off the field, coming out of the game, I should say.
Yeah.
But, again, he's not a starter either. I mean, he plays in all 3 phases. But
so that's Padilla. Padilla at quarterback. Padilla will hand it off once again, and that's over to Bubba Marujo.
No.
I believe that's number 36. Oh, no, wait a minute. That's going to be Nate Lujan.
Yep. Nate Lujan.
So we have nothing but reserves in this drive.
Yeah, definitely.
Which is fantastic.
Definitely new faces. A lot of sophomores out there.
The future of the Roswell Coyotes, but the Roswell Coyotes. Oh, here's Padilla now rolling out to the left side. He is in trouble and going to be brought down. So that's exactly what I figured, that Coach Lynn will try to continue playing 4 quarters if all possible. 36 seniors this year for the Roswell Coyotes. Correct me if I'm wrong. We talked about this. 26 juniors this year as well, right?
That's correct.
So a good nucleus coming back next year for the Roswell Coyotes. 165 in the program. 2nd and 11 now. Middle part of the field, and here is Padilla as he rolls out to the right, and will dump it off, and it will be caught.
Yeah,
that's going to
be
which
number 5 that is.
Yes, I'm not real sure. You had Jojo Garcia, yeah. Nate Herrera is probably done for the night too.
So Jojo Garcia with, well, he only got about 5 yards there. I thought he was a little farther down the field. So be interesting to see what they do here. You can go 2 runs. You can try a field goal. There's lots of things you can do here if you don't get the first down.
Well, I think you just go ahead and let that second unit get some reps there and see what they can get in.
Yeah, this is essentially the JV plan right now.
No, it's going to be a timeout. No, it's going to be a flag.
No, they gave him the timeout because they were about to have a delay.
All right, let's take a timeout. We'll be right back. You're listening and watching KSUPTV.com, 106.5, Roswell's Talk FM.
At Richland Motors, it's never been easier to sell or trade your current car, truck, or SUV for a newer model to hit the road in. Even if you don't purchase from Richland, they want to buy your vehicle for top dollar. But if you do buy from Richland, don't forget, they're the home of the powertrain warranty for life. That's a whole lot of confidence for you. See Richland for details. 2nd and Sycamore and 1309 Southeast Main.
All right, welcome back to Coyote football. 43-0 in favor of the Coyotes. Let's see if we're going to have another quarterback change.
No,
it's going to be Padilla still.
Yeah, I saw Luke Lynn in the huddle, but
yeah,
he's just making sure everyone knows he's ready.
All right, Padilla will have somebody in motion. Yes, he does. And it's going to be Jojo Garcia again, I believe. So 4th down and 5. You'll have 1 play left. It's 4th and 2.
Might just run the same play. Oh, got him to jump.
And it's going to be a 1st down for the Coyotes. The running clock continues.
So that will...
well, look, now it stops here. Okay.
Yeah, penalty.
Should have stopped a little earlier, but there was about 10 seconds that ran off the clock. All right, just get into the end zone and call it the evening. And it's going to be another touchdown for the Coyotes. Luis Godoy in for 6, and there's going to be a flag.
Yeah, punches thrown down there.
By who?
Mayfield. Had a takedown of a lineman and then just wailing on him with punches. I mean, should be ejected.
Should be ejected, and whoever that is, that ejection, if he is ejected, and he's a junior, it will follow into next year.
Yeah.
And then you have Godoy in for how far?
I think it was a senior, actually. Godoy from 9 yards out. And this will be the ball game. But they're going to have to decide on the penalty. They're going to take it on the kickoff and just see if Kennard can end the game.
Well, he just needs to go ahead and just take care of business. Touchdown is good. Hey, quick shout out real quick before this happens. I do have Jordan Valverde and her sister, Jovi, listening to 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM and KSVPTV.com. Our registrar at Roswell High School and our culinary arts teacher, Kyle Swin, as the game is over, 50-0. That's it as we predicted. All right, guys, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back. We'll be here about 2 minutes.
Introducing the new and improved taste of Pepsi Zero Sugar. Now more delicious. Zero never tasted so good. Try it now.
Source for home and small business computers for over 30 years. And they continue to be your best resource for computer repairs, operating system upgrades, web root managed antivirus, special orders, and more. Oasis Computers is now open from 8 to 1, Monday through Friday to better serve you. Service calls by appointments and after-hour appointments are available too. Stop by Oasis Computers at 1703 North Garden or call or text 575-625-9141 for even faster service.
Dion's is proud to be a part of the Roswell community and is the perfect place for team dinners, family gatherings, and all your catering needs. Stop by Dion's in their beautiful restaurant at 1350 South Main Street in Roswell for the best pizza, salads, and subs in town. Or visit Dion's.com to order ahead for dine-in or for a super fast pickup. That's Dion's.com to see the full menu and order ahead. Thanks, Roswell, for letting Dion's celebrate the community they love. Dion's, where great food and good people meet.
Bob Reed Pest Control protects you and your home by controlling pests that invade. Bob Reed Pest Control understands the importance of safety in and around your home from unwanted pests. Protect your family's most important investment, your home, and protect your children and pets from the dangers of poisonous bugs and insects. Call Bob Reed Pest Control today and let our fully licensed pest control professionals start working for you and your family. Find us fast in names and numbers. Call 623-5344, serving all of Southeast New Mexico.
At Richland Motors, it's never been easier to sell or trade your current car, truck, or SUV for a newer model to hit the road in. Even if you don't purchase from Richland, they want to buy your vehicle for top dollar. But if you do buy from Richland, don't forget, they're the home of the powertrain warranty for life. That's a whole lot of confidence for you. See Richland for details. 2nd and Sycamore and 1309 Southeast Main.
Rosa.
What if you could look forward 1 year, 4 years, 40 years? What does the future look like? How will you ignite it? This is where the future gets fueled, where ideas come to life and identities flourish. This is where we define opportunity as individuals and as a pack. Being a Lobo is about so much more than the classes you take. It's about the mark you make on your world, because the journey starts here, but it never ends. What will you ignite?
Check it out.
Introducing the new and improved taste of Pepsi Zero Sugar. Now more delicious. Zero never tasted so good. Try it now.
Welcome back to Coyote football. Coyotes win 50-0. 5.53 seconds left in the third quarter. Tell you what, partner, offense looked good.
Yeah, and the offense didn't look as good as the defense.
That's exactly right. I was waiting for you to say that.
Yeah, you know me.
Yep, exactly. Coach, hey, do me a favor. Let's talk some stats real quick.
All right. Peyton Kennard, 6 of 7 for extra points. Matt Castillo, a total of 45 yards on 2 punt returns. A.B. Toscano, a total of 28 yards on 2 kickoff returns. Defensively, Coyotes led by Zach Carrasco and his 4 tackles. Mason Greathouse was next with 3. Eli Lynn, Aiden Rutley, Gabe Castro each chipped in with 2. Isaac Loya, Keegan Nichols, Jacob Cedillo, Wes Gallegos, Jerm Morial, Vernon Molinar, Noah Lynn, Dominic Pacheco, A.B. Toscano each with 1. Tackles for loss, Morial had 1, Eli Lynn 1, Noah Lynn 1, and 2 for Mason Greathouse, including a sack. Eli Lynn also had a sack. 1 interception from Jerm Morial, the 3-yard return, and the safety credited to Isaac Loya on the punt attempt. Offensively, kind of an uneven night for Manny Fuentes. He goes 6 of 11, 142 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. Andrew Padilla did play at quarterback but did not attempt a pass. Malachi Mitchell caught 1 ball, a 52-yard touchdown. L.J. Macias caught 1 ball, a 17-yard touchdown. Josh Estrada caught 1 ball, a 45-yard touchdown. Jacob Palomino caught 2 for a total of 51 yards. Jojo Garcia with a 5-yard catch, and that was from Andrew Padilla. So my apologies. He did attempt 1 pass, and it was complete. 3 penalties for the offense for the Coyotes. And rushing the football, it was Jojo Garcia, 1 carry for 2 yards. Nate Lujan, 1 carry for 6. Fabian Vigil, 1 carry for 2. Malachi Mitchell, 1 carry for 2. Giovanni Apodaca, 1 carry for 2. That was for a touchdown. Peyton Kennard also had a 2-yard touchdown run. Manny Fuentes, 2 carries for -4. Luis Godoy, 3 carries for 27 and a touchdown. And the train, Bryce Sanchez, Player of the Year candidate, 13 carries, 115 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, sounds good. Real quick, just a couple last-minute shout-outs real quick from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Quick shout-out to Garrett Willis and his Tulsa buddies. They are watching the Lynn boys, sister-in-law of Julie Lynn. So thanks for listening in Oklahoma. All right, Coyotes, as you mentioned, they win 50-0 with 5.5 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. The Roswell Coyotes will advance to the semifinals in the 5A state football bracket. They will be taking on the winner of the number 4 seed Goddard or the number 5 seed Deming Wildcats. Goddard will be taking on Deming tomorrow at the Wool Bowl at 1 p.m. Do have an update from Farmington.
Yeah, Valley with 5:42 left in the 3rd quarter. Valley has scored again, so they lead. Valley scores for the first time. PV leads Valley 21-6. That's with about 5 minutes left in the 3rd.
Okay, sounds good. The game will be broadcasted tomorrow on KSUPTV.com and the sister station. That's correct. 106. Say it again.
106.1.
106.1. Fierro. And KSUPTV.com. All right, guys, we're going to close this out. Safe travels back to Las Cruces. And it's always great to be a Coyote. Good night. See you next time.
That concludes this presentation of Sports on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. Sports on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM is presented by Artesia General Hospital, Bob Reed Pest Control, Business Notions, Calici's Frozen Custard, Central Valley Electric, Dion's Pizzas, ENMU Portales, and ENMU Roswell, Loppin and Brown Dentistry, Maze Lumber, Oasis Computers, Pecos Valley Equipment, Pepsi, Plateau, Richland Dodge Chrysler Jeep and Ram, and Richland Chevrolet Buick, Roswell Seed Company, Southwest Printers, Trustmark Roofing, the University of New Mexico, Wakefield Oil, and Wakefield Oil Express. Thanks for tuning into this broadcast of Sports on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. We now return you to your regular scheduled programming.